Hello, world!
Hello.
Hello,
We are
everyone.
Saturday Food Fever and we are live. So, I'm Nara. I'm talking from São Paulo, Brazil.
Hello, I'm Livia. I'm from Brazil as well. I'm talking from Belo Horizonte today.
And this is Elena talking from Bergamo, Italy.
Great. So, today we are going to do gnudi or ricotta gnocchi. My way of doing, not the Italian way of doing. So I'm on a proof here because we have like an Italian between us. Among, please don't judge me.
Or maybe you can tell us what how you make it if you have
Yeah.
made it before.
Have you
No,
ever
no.
made it before?
Yes, we made. I made the last time this summer, the right season to make gnocchi.
Yeah,
Yes,
fire
it's.
summer.
I mean, I don't used to make gnocchi at home because it's really important to have the right potatoes. So my granny told me this when I was a child. I mean, if you add the right potatoes, you can make a great gnocchi. If you don't have the right potatoes, it means you don't have to have a new one. To do great Italian gnocchi, you need to have all the potatoes. So I don't use to make gnocchi at home. I prefer to buy the great gnocchi that some panifici do here. So normally I
Yeah.
didn't eat the gnocchi. So I was so happy when you say, why don't we do ricotta gnocchi on my way?
Let's try it. Okay,
I've
so
never made gnocchi, so excited.
no, anytime?
No.
No? Well, here
I tried
I
but always with someone else. Now it's my first time alone doing everything. And I think I don't usually buy potatoes. So I'm glad that we can make it with ricotta. I'm thinking about going back to some low carb diet. So I read that the ricotta gnocchi is also good for low carb because you can replace the flour with a low carb flour as well. So yeah.
yeah, I actually do potato gnocchi here at my home with the pink potatoes. There is drier than the other potato. But this year I haven't done it because I normally did when I have like a lot of friends at my home because it's a lot of work to do the gnocchi. And this year, since we are at this COVID thing, and we can receive friends at home. So I didn't do any time and started doing ricotta one and really like it. And so I already done it like many times for birthdays, for special dinners, for my birthday itself. So it's good. And you can do with spinach or without it. So I already cooked my spinach and I let here to drain it so the liquid go away and it doesn't interfere in my dough. So while we start, the spinach will be drying right now, draining it. Sorry, I don't speak English for like, I don't know, 3 weeks now and I'm a little rusty, but we will make
You're
it work.
perfect.
So for starting, we are going to pass the ricotta in a strainer into mold. So I'm going to turn the camera so you won't see my beautiful face anymore, just my hands. But I'll be back really slow. Tell me if you are seeing the counter okay, okay?
A
Okay.
little bit. Yeah, yeah, I think it's good. Wow, your drone is really good.
It's good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
perfect.
So, whoops. You said it's a summer food, and here at Brazil, we are getting close to summer, and it's really hot already. So it's the right timing for us, maybe not for you, Helena.
Yes,
We are
but gnocchi, you can put a nice sauce, a very fatty one with maybe gorgonzola, as we were talking before, and nuts, or maybe some fresh cream and mushrooms. So I think it's a good idea also for us that it's winter time.
great. So I'm slicing it in little bits because it's going to make it easier. As you can see, the ricotta is fresh, but it's really firm. That's the right type to do this recipe. Because if it's too wet, we will need a lot of amount of flour, and we don't want that.
Okay. And now, Nara, are you cutting the ricotta in order to later drain it?
No, I'm going to pass it through like
Okay,
this.
okay, okay.
I'm cutting in small bits because it will be easier to pass it through. In a big piece, it will be difficult, more more difficult. See, it will be like this.
I think my strainer is very small. It's very thin.
My one too, Livia. This is what's going on
Oh,
to me. I mean, I have to do a really, really hard job in
maybe,
order to
so maybe you can
get.
do it by hands, just like squeezing it, so it will become like in really small bits if you don't have a big strainer, like this.
Okay, yes, okay, like sbriciolare.
Spriciolare, amassare a ricotta, spriciolare la ricotta.
Exactly,
Sbicciolare.
sbriciolare, yes.
Nara,
Squeeze,
can you
Easier.
translate what is sbriciolare?
squeeze it.
Sbriciolare is
Squeeze.
squeezing.
Ah, but in the end, it's actually coming through. It's going quite. If I use the hand to push the ricotta down, like Nara is doing, yeah, it's going. I was thinking that maybe this recipe was going to be faster than the potato gnocchi because you don't have to cook the potato and stuff.
Well, because you have to pass it through the
See
strainer,
if,
this is
yeah.
the most uh, um, not quick part. It's where we're going to take our time here because after that it's like a blink of an eye because
A
you
blink of
won't
an
have to search together.
Do you also have to cook the gnocchi like the potato gnocchi?
Yes, you have it, but it's
Sh-
like 1 minute, 2 minutes. No, don't put water to boil because we need it to rest a little bit in the fridge before we cook it.
Okay.
Okay.
So, girls, while you're doing this, it's going to take a little while. You want to tell how things are going there at Italy, at Belo Horizonte? How are you? What have you been doing? Want to make
Well, I
questions?
came back from Rio. It was a long trip on a bus with COVID-19 around, but it went fine. It was great to be out there in the woods, and I also got to see the ocean for a little bit. We went to the beach on Monday morning, so we wouldn't meet anyone because in Rio, like people are pretending there is no COVID-19, so we have to be extra careful.
Yeah.
Um, Not a lot of people are taking care, so but we got to see the ocean, and I got to take a swim. It was great. And now we are, yeah, I'm here. I'm working here. Okay, I'm waiting to see what's gonna happen in São Paulo's elections because our elections are gone, but yours are gonna happen, right, Nara?
Yeah, we're going to have mayor election tomorrow. So I'm going to my parents' house because I vote in my high school. I didn't change my election. Uh,
It must be nice to go back to your school, no?
it is, it is, and they actually did a remodeling, and I didn't like really recognize my school. I got
Really?
inside and it was like, wow, really different. They really modernized the school because it was an ancient building at Ipiranga. There is my neighbor where my parents still live here, and it was quite a shock.
But did you think it was a good renovation or a bad renovation?
Part was good because it has more space to practice some stuff. You have better stairs. They have elevator now. We didn't have back then because it's a really big school. And so if someone hurt it himself or herself, they couldn't like go upstairs. It had to be someone helping to carry the person. And now you can do it by yourself by the elevator. But I was a little bit upset because the historical part, because it was like 100-year building, was covered up with some new materials, and I
Oh,
didn't quite like that, you know?
mm-hmm.
So part was good, but part was not.
It's so insulting that people don't take care of our historical sites, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's our history, it's memory, you know? And like my childhood memories are like gone.
That's bad. What about the rest? Are you fine? How are you lately?
Yeah, I'm fine. Like home, studying, doing some art, and glad that the year is actually getting by its end. Hopefully, we will have the vaccine soon.
Yeah.
Well, I finished my ricotta. Here it is.
I still have half
Oh,
ricotta to go with the
That's okay.
small strainer.
Do it on your time. That's not a problem.
And you, Elena, how are you? How is the situation in Italy?
oh, the situation is in Italy is that starting from Monday, my region, that is Lombardia, that is right now a red code. So in Italy, they decided to divide the risk of COVID-19 in colors. So you can have a green region, a yellow region, red region. So we were red. It means completely locked down. We cannot go out for anything instead of working on a region and really important things. Starting from Monday, shops will reopen.
Oh,
but we are not
Ah, that's
allowed
great.
to move freely. I mean, if I want to go outside from my village, I have to declare that it's for a reason that it's really important. So let's see what's going on. The numbers of cases is a little bit dropping down, but it's in Italy. It's extremely clear that then when they start reduce the limit of the social living, the number of illness is going down. When you start reopen and giving to people their social life, the cases are growing.
People don't
So
respect social distance, so they need the law to forbid them.
yes, it's exactly like that. So now they will reopen, and then Christmas time again, growing numbers of COVID, and I don't know. I really waiting for what is coming because don't know. Let's
Yeah.
see. Let's see.
At least we have our Saturdays.
yeah.
Yes, this is my reasons of reaching the weekend, and I'm so happy to sharing with you girls all these. And so it's like that. But this week I did a great apple pie. So
Mmm.
why
Wow.
me? What my week was made of? Okay, this great apple pie.
Can you teach us this apple pie? I have some apples here. Maybe next week.
Yes, it's my mother recipe. So mommy recipe are always the most delicious and the most delicious recipe, I must say.
Mm.
So stay tuned if you want to cook fabulous apple pie soon.
I'm tuned next week.
Okay, it's apple pie time.
Yeah, for you, for Christmas, it's a good time,
It's,
right?
it's, a,
Uh,
it's a comfortable food. I mean, a good slice of apple pie during the night with a cup of tea or coffee. It's exactly what we need right now
or maybe
to.
wine.
Yes, why not?
Wine and ice cream.
Panna.
Oh, super.
You know, I just bought some apples, so I'm gonna save them for next week. Um, yeah, here it's very warm, so you say cold, and I see your kitchen is dark, and here we are like, yeah, so
Yeah.
hot. Nobody wants to be inside, so I think it's gonna be also a great challenge, not only for the week, the holidays, but during January, having to do social distancing is going to be a challenge.
Will be.
Let's see, let's
I mean,
see. So Nara,
the
I saw you start smashing the eggs.
Yeah, I opened the eggs in a different bowl and I'm just mixing it together, the yolk and the yellow, the white, just because I really like to don't do nothing. So I like doing this already.
No, don't worry, it's okay. I mean, just to prepare all the things here so it's easier for me to follow the recipe. And
Yeah.
Livia was talking about, sorry, about the warm condition in Brazil. Here it's the first week of winter. So I wake up, no, last yesterday at 6 in the morning, we had 1 degree. So can you
wow.
imagine the freezing?
Wow. Wow.
And
Cold.
when you take your car to go to work, you need to You know when you have ice on the glass of your car and you must do.
No, we don't because we don't
No, I
have
don't
it
know.
kind of stuff here. We
I
don't
will do
know.
a video. Don't worry. You will be with me next time.
What do you need to do? Do you need to scrape the glass?
You put
Yes,
salt to help it? Oh, no.
it's cold, and the variation between the temperature at 11 p.m. it's humid, so you have the rugiada. I cannot remember the breeze.
No, it's I know it's orvalho. It's like ours orvalho. It's like moist water and
Then
the
during the night, the temperature go down like 0, -1, -2. So that water ice, and when you go out to take your car, you see that wall of ice, and you have two options. Put how do you call the riscaldamento of the car
Heater.
on, but it takes like 10 minutes, or scratching with everything you have. I mean, CDs, cover, pieces of something, of plastic you have around. And in case
wow,
at the end, when you are really at the fruit, I mean, you don't have anything.
your hand. Wow.
So winter has came and we don't have Jon Snow.
Yeah.
Where is my Jon Snow for the winter?
Let me say that. And I don't feel like Daenerys. And I don't have dragons. There is something. I want to speak with the manager. Where is the winter manager?
Okay, so I finished my ricotta. Sorry, I was the latest.
Okay. So I'm going
I
to
also
turn
mixed my
my
eggs.
again.
Back to gnocchi. Back to gnocchi.
Sorry, I took so
That's
long.
okay. Are you seeing it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So 2 cloves of garlic that are already diced in there. Fifty grams of parmesan cheese grated. I don't have the fresh one, so I'm going to put this that I bought at the store. Some salt,
How much salt?
I put like dessert spoon, like half of the dessert spoon. After we mix it up together, we can taste it if it's okay. And you can add more if you want. But I start with a little bit because salt you can always put more, but you can't take it out. So I'll always go slow.
Exactly.
4 spoons of butter.
4 spoons. How spoon is a spoon? Okay,
Tablespoon.
not
Okay,
mom
so
spoon.
four.
It will be approximately 100 grams. Yeah, almost 100 grams, like 80 grams of butter. I'm adding the eggs also. Then, if you're using the spinach, I really, really recommend that you squeeze it so you can drain the most of the water of it because the spinach can be really, really moist when it's already cooked. So we have to take almost all the liquid that you can.
So you take almost all the liquid of the spinach. How do you take it? Can you show us how you drain it?
Well,
Really with squeezing it.
after I cook, I put on a drainer, a pasta drainer, and leave it there. And then when I'm going to put it on the ricotta dough, I squeeze it. So
Did you
I
just
can.
cook it in a hot water?
I
Did you?
cook it with like a little bit of water because you don't have to have a lot of water to cook the spinach. And when it started to reduce the size, I take it off
Mm-hmm.
and drain it without salt, without anything.
Okay.
I used to steam, right? Steam spinach in order to not
Ah,
have.
that's a good one.
Um, I just discovered that thing a few years ago. I mean, I was one cooking spinach and cabbage and all these kind of veggies with a little bit of water, but always need to squeeze them a lot. And even if I squeeze them, a little bit of water was every time
Ah,
remaining in them. So I tried once to steam them instead of stuff them, and it works. I mean, also for some salty cakes and things that I do, like Valdostana, it's great to steam them because you don't have any water.
great
What is
idea.
Valdostana?
What?
What do you make Valdostana?
Valdostana? Yes, Valdostana is a salty cake with pasta sfoglia and ham, cheese, and spinach.
Wow,
Mm.
seems really good.
I used to do it on Sunday because Sunday night we used to work and we don't want to eat every Sunday night some sandwiches or panino or something like that. So it's good because it's a lunchbox that you can take with you and eat cold if you like it, or eat just a little bit warm if put in a oven. So it's a great idea. We will do also Valdostana in one of the next Saturday.
Great.
Yeah, good idea. I like this idea.
So now I'm going to start to mix it together and then I'm going to add the flour slowly because maybe we will not need all the amount of flour or maybe we will. It depends on if the ricotta has too much water or the spinach has too much water. So we're going to mix it together and then adding the flour slowly. And then when I get the right texture, I will show you.
I already mixed everything without the flour
Oh, that's
while we
okay.
were
I'm
talking.
mixing it without the flour, and then I'm going to add the flour
Okay.
slowly.
I
Be sure,
unfortunately don't have spinach, but I love spinach. I think it's going to be a great idea to add it to this recipe.
be sure to mix it, but leave small bits of butter. You don't have to worry to don't leave the butter. The butter will add like a moist on the gnudi.
Gnudi. It's a funny word. I love it. Gnudi.
It
It's
is.
like a child's food.
Yeah. So I will add a spoon of flour and mix. Another spoon.
My texture is completely different from yours, Nara.
Really?
Yeah, it's like this.
Um, Try to roll it on your hand like a ball, like a meatball. See if you can do it already.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's ready.
Wow, I only put 1 spoon of flour, almost nothing.
So your ricotta was really dry, not like mine. Mine was a little wet. So I'm going to need a little bit more flour than you. And that's okay.
How should I make balls with it?
Yeah, you do balls. How is
Small
your...
balls?
Taste it if you think the salt is okay.
Ah, good idea. Mm.
I was
Mm.
checking the texture. What do you think, Nara? It's
Try to roll it like a meatball on your hand.
like this,
Yeah, it's ready.
but I didn't add any flour. It's okay.
Wow! So put 1 spoon just to
Okay.
make sure that it won't break apart when it's cooked.
Good.
That's what I did. I also could, I think, have just put just make the ball without flour. Mm. It's so delicious, Nara.
Yeah, it is. You can eat
Mm.
just like that.
Mm.
It's
Yum.
it's a super good idea to make gnocchi in a easiest way. I mean, you have some ricotta, you have some spinach, and you go and in a half an hour you can have some gnocchi. It's great. I really like
Yeah,
that recipe.
yeah, and it's really delicious. Really, really delicious. I love it.
Mm. I, we need to cook it fast because I already wanna eat it raw.
So when you finish doing the balls, you need to put it on the fridge for half an hour before we cook it, okay?
How big should be the balls? Ah, quite big.
Yeah, you can do it smaller, but I like to do big, big balls.
It's
But you
it's
can,
like it's like a knödel. Sorry, we
you,
don't have Catherine because
yeah,
I was thinking about that thing during the week. Because we just a little story. We were laughing about the fact that gnocchi is written in Brazil in a way that sounds to me in a funny way. But
Gnocchi.
but when I saw how gnocchi in in Portuguese is written, I was thinking about the history of that word because
really?
gnocco is coming from knödel, that it's the German name for gnocco.
Ah,
So knödel, gnocchi, gnocchi.
yeah.
No, but we say gnocchi. The
Gnocchi,
NH.
Gnocchi.
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 And knödel, so the German gnocchi, are made in that way. I mean, bigger than the normal size the Italians are doing gnocchi. So this is so interesting. Little
Yeah.
story of the word gnocco.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great story. Thank you for sharing. I love to know the the stories of words and foods and everything. But if you think it's too big, you can do smaller. That's okay.
I'm
And
making
what
a little
about
small.
these gnocchi with broth?
With what?
Broth, stock,
With
Ah,
brodo.
brodo. Broth.
broth,
No, I think it will be good.
a vegetable broth
A
or
really, really
a
rich, yeah,
meat broth.
a really rich broth with vegetable broth, and then you just put it when the broth is ready and eat it.
Yes,
Yeah, that would be like really delicious, actually.
you
Mm.
know, maybe I will do both. I mean, a portion with blue cheese and nuts, and
Mm.
a portion in broth, so like a gnocchi in brodo.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Delicious. Great idea. I think I will
Everybody
try it.
is doing
I,
gnocchi.
I think I will try it also. Because you see, this is really filling, so 5 balls will be enough for a meal.
Yes.
So you will have a lot of balls, so you can do some versions of it.
How can I store it? Because I live alone. I'm making just for myself, and this is a lot of food.
Well, you put it on the fridge
Raw
and
or cooked?
raw, but you can eat it tomorrow, or maybe you can eat it even after tomorrow, but then that's it. I
Can I
suggest
freeze it?
no, because ricotta has a lot of water, and when you defrost it, it will be like a mess. It doesn't
Hmm.
defrost well. I already tried it one time.
Okay.
So you can. But if you put cream on this and put one egg more, you can do a pie filling with it. And
One
it will
spoon.
be really, really delicious. When I tried to defrost it, when I did it, and I figured out it wasn't working, that's what I did. So I put a milk cream and one egg more, and it became like a quiche.
Mm.
So it's
Yes.
really,
Or did you never try to cook them, pre-cook them, and then put them in the freeze? It was the same mess with the freezing and everything.
yeah, yeah, it's the same thing because you don't cook a lot. You cook like for 1 minute.
Yes,
So the
of course.
water will be there, yeah, and still. So when you defrost it, will scramble.
Pity.
It will
Okay,
lose
so
the,
it's gonna be gnocchi for 3 days for me.
yeah, but you can do a pie, you can put it on scrambled eggs, you can like put
Yeah,
on
and many
broth.
You
kinds
know,
of
Lydia,
sauce.
what you can do? You can also refill veggies in case you want. Maybe you have some peppers or aubergine or zucchini.
Yeah.
You can do like verdure ripiene. It means filling the vegetables with the gnocchi paste.
Yeah,
And then I do a pie.
No, I mean, can you remember the green, the stuffed green pepper we did with shafak?
Ah, yes.
Instead of putting meat, you can use this kind
Yeah,
of ricotta
Mm.
dough and put it in the peppers.
yeah.
Idea.
Mm.
I would add some spices on it and some greens like green onions, parsley, and
Mm.
then fill it. It will be really delicious, I think.
Yeah.
My gnocchi, my gnocchi, my gnocchi.
Really, I'm never making gnocchi with potatoes. Look at this. It's so easy. I get to work with my hands, which is kind of calming in this moment. And I don't have to boil the potatoes and be worried about the right kind of potatoes.
Lots of good stuff, positive things about this gnocchi.
Yeah.
Um, I finish with my potato, with my ricotta gnocchi. Shall I put them inside the fridge
Yeah,
right now?
yes, you should.
Hello, hello. See you later.
I'm doing that also.
Wow.
So, what kind of sauce are you using? Are we gonna prepare? Are you gonna prepare the sauce while we're cooking?
No, I already did it.
Ah,
But it's
okay.
easy. It's heavy cream with gorgonzola. And that's it.
Just
No
that you
mystery.
don't.
There is no mystery in it.
So I'm not going to cook
Come on,
right
that's very
now,
lazy.
Yeah, I'm
but
lazy and delicious.
Can't blame you.
later I will use for the gnocchi dressing
Yeah,
this amazing, I don't know if you can see exactly,
yeah, blue cheese. Yeah.
gorgonzola,
Mm,
gorgonzola.
gorgonzola. I love gorgonzola. Mm.
For how long should I
Yeah.
leave them waiting? Because I'm hungry and I'll make them
30
as
minutes.
soon as I can.
If you
30
want,
minutes?
yeah, 30
Okay.
minutes. And then you're going to boil a big pot of water like you were doing a pasta, spaghetti, any pasta. And you put the amount that you're going to eat, like I'm going to eat 5 balls. Then you're going to put the 5 balls, and it's only for heating the ricotta gnocchi. It will be for a minute maximum, because then it became heat, it will become warm. Then you take it out and put the sauce and eat it. That's it.
Can I use the? Damn it! I just ruined my.
What's happened?
What's going on?
I just ruined my. Yeah, this kind of thing,
Microphone.
like this micro. No, the. Yeah, the phones, the earphones.
Sorry.
Anyway.
What you're going to add? Hi.
Okay, so I think this is it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Exactly.
So,
Thank you so much, Nara. Thank you so much.
You're really welcome. I really hope that you like it. And I'm really, really excited to know how it became with your sauce and with your broth after. So please take pictures and tell me after.
Yeah, I just made a tomato sauce. I'm gonna eat it with tomato sauce.
Delicious. Good to see you.
See you next Saturday.
See you next Saturday with apple pie, huh?
Apple pie.
Apple pie time.
Yeah.